Very good afternoon. Welcome to the National Aquatic Centre on Auckland's North Shore. It is round 3 of the New Zealand Water Polo National League, and it is very much a local derby that we have for you this afternoon. The Waitakere Blue Devils taking on the new club in the National League, the Mountfort Park men's team. Both sides relatively young, a combination of experience and inexperience. Both teams have only played 2 games. In fact, Mountfort Park, my apologies, this will be their 6th game. For Waitakere, just their 2nd game. Well, we caught up with the coach of the Mountfort Park men's team, Luke Manthe, to get his thoughts on what we can expect from his young club. Luke, first time in the National League, expectations?
Yeah, first time in the National League. It's quite a bit of a new exposure. It's a new thing for the program at Mountfort Park. We've got a lot of youngsters in our squad, which we are trying to look after. So yeah, we're just trying to build up and have a little bit of a future going on. So it's a long-term process.
Have you got a style, a type of play that you want to put on display for water polo?
Yeah, at the moment we've got quite a bit of youngsters. We've got a little bit of speed. So we're trying to get up to the top of the pool, obviously, as fast as we can, and trying to get a little bit of an extra advantage, moving up the 4 players up to the junior as quickly as we possibly can.
Let's talk about experience, because the close games can come down to experience. How do you cater for maybe lack of experience in the team?
We've got a little bit of older guys that do try and rely on a little bit. A lot of our guys, I think our average age of our team is about 19 years old, maybe even younger. And so we try and use a little bit of guys that are in their mid-20s to try and bring it up. And to make up for experience, we try and bring up the energy.
And what do you know about the Waitakere Blue Devils?
I know they've got some real strong perimeter shooters. They're a bit physical, so we're going to try and give them a little bit of space, but we're also going to try and push the surface we can.
All the very best for this afternoon's game.
Cool, thank you, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, looking forward to this, and it is Mountfort Park that have come off a loss to Marist, 17 goals to 10. They lost to Hutt Heat 35-6, a real demolition that day, and then 22-1 to North Harbour. But Waitakere too, the relatively young and experienced lineup as well, so it's very hard to get a gauge on both teams. But we did catch up with Nick Stankovic out of the Waitakere Blue Devils, and this is what he had to say about his club, his side. Nick Stankovic, your Waitakere club come up against Mountfort Park today, a relatively new team in the National League. What do you know about them?
Not a lot. I think most of the players are relatively young. I think most of them are still playing at school. But I mean, they'll still be tough competition for us. So yeah, it's eager to get in and play.
Yeah, what sort of style of play do you want to play as a team today? Are you a physical club?
We've got 2 physical players who are bigger boys, but I say just real high press, bring the intensity from the start, and just go hard at them, put a few goals on, and yeah.
Individuals win games, squads win championships. Have you got depth?
Not as much this year, not as much as we'd like, but I mean, I back my boys 100%, and we'll give our all to them, take it. Yeah.
And you very much play to your strengths. What are your strengths?
I'd say just shooting in general, playing as a team, looking for that centre forward. Just going in there, giving 100%, and hopefully scoring some goals, really.
And just your 2nd game today, so where do you feel you're sort of at? I mean, how much improvement left in this team?
Oh, heaps. I think it's a really long season. I feel like we're just kind of coming into it now. As you said, 2nd game, so we're still trying to get everything together, do the basics right, all that jazz. So, but I think we're looking all right. Yeah.
All the very best for this afternoon's game.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Yeah, very much looking forward to this round 3 clash between Waitakere Blue Devils and Mountfort Park out of Manurewa, as we go now poolside for the team introductions. So Nathan Wilson will be wearing number 4. Number 6 today for Waitakere Blue Devils, Sean Newcomb. 7 will be Kieran Rose. 8 will be Michael Scott. Number 9, Hamish Boner. 10, Luke Watkinson. 11, Craig Hustler. 12, Brodie Lang. And 13, Mark Watkinson. And Davor Garovic is their coach. So the Mountfort Park men's team, Ronan Gogati Watson in goal. Lyle Watson will be wearing number 2. Luke Hanna 3. Teague De Jager 4. Justin Himara 5. Razor McComish will be wearing number 6. Alex Meyer in the number 7 cap. Flynn Yateman-Biggs in the number 8 cap. 9 will be Luke Hills. Starting will be James Myers in 10. Ollie Clark in 11. Campbell Holbert in 12. Harry Wigley in 13. And their coach is Luke Mountfort out of... Joining me in commentary, bringing you all the expert analysis, high performance manager, high performance director for Water Polo New Zealand, Kurt Goldsworthy. Kurt, we'll sort of get a sense today, two teams, both a bit of an unknown quantity.
Yes, certainly Mountfort Park, new to the league, very young, very inexperienced. They're here for the future, of course. A little bit more experience out of the Waitakere club. Sean Newcomb's played internationally, as is Nick Stankovic, and been around a long time. So those two will lead that team. And as Nick Stankovic said, they're big, strong shooters. They've got some nice power on the outside.
So a case then of trying to shut down the Waitakere Blue Devils on the outside. They will be aware of that. Mountfort Park talking about really just using this first season in the league to grain development. I'd imagine too, Kurt, just trying to establish some sort of culture, some sort of playing style.
Yeah, they will. For me, I've been involved with that club before. I've been involved with most clubs. They'll work hard on the inside, try and generate exclusions and then convert from there. Man on man, they're going to struggle. That's why they need to go get that extra man up and get that player advantage. And then from there to stay in the games, they're going to need to convert them.
So that exclusion area, inside the 5 metre zone?
Yeah, look, it can come from the backcourt. Once you're in front, that's the key. All the advantage goes to the attacking team.
So Mountfort Park just going through the final team chat. I'd imagine most of the discussion's been said during the work. They'll have an idea on the style they'll want to play. At the same time, they would have done some homework on Waitakere in terms of what they offer, both defensively and offensively. And I guess the balance for the coach, Kurt, is trying to say, we've got to play our game. We don't want to get suckered into playing their game. But you do have to set your defensive screens, particularly around their strengths.
Absolutely. The man-on-man at centre-back could be quite interesting. I'm not aware of any dominant centre forward in this game, whereas previously in the game before, Ryan Pike was clearly quite dominant. It'll be interesting to see what defences they throw at each other early in the game.
Oh, there is number 8, Michael Scott, number 11, Craig Hustler for Waitakere. And a little bit further out there on the left flank wearing number 6 is Sean Newcomb. In goal today, Matt Lander. And we are underway in this round 3 National League game. It is Waitakere on the left in the white and blue. It is Mountfort Park on the right-hand side with the black and the white. And immediately it is Waitakere who have the first possession through Hamish Boner. Finds Nick Stankovic. Stankovic, nice little pass into the middle, but easily read by Mountfort Park. So a good start from them defensively. First opportunity. Lyle Hill picks up the foul, retains possession, goes across to the pool. Alex Myers trying to get a bit of a read. Campbell Hilbert out there on the right hand side for Mountfort Park. And what do they notice? What do they see immediately? Having a wee look at this Waitakere defensive screen. And that's a very good first up effort. So, Waitakere.
Good steal, James Myers. He's a big, long man.
Wearing the number 10 today, Myers. So they do have some experience, maybe not as much throughout the entire squad, but they talked about calling on those players in the pressure situations.
Teague DeJago with front water, nice drive, drew the penalty.
Yeah, both sides at the moment, you just sort of get a bit of a sense of just try and gain a little bit of a read, both offensively, defensively, in terms of the types of screens teams are looking to set up. And that is the first goal of the day, and it goes to Lyle Hill for Mountfort Park. So a good start for this club on debut in the National League. Waitakere won't be panicking though. Craig Hustler gets the play back underway. Hamish Boner. So, again, Mountfort Park, good defence at the moment, good scrambling defence, good man-on-man marking, press defence, and now they look to go a little bit wide. Opportunity here for Waitakere.
Man-up advantage.
So the exclusion. So they do have that man-up advantage. They want to be capitalising here, taking their time, being patient off the top of the crossbar. Good defence once again, though, coming from Mountfort Park. Not getting drawn into man-on-man defence so much. So Ollie Clark tries to switch things up. Turnover. Foul called. So Waitakere.
Another exclusion. This time on Ollie Clark.
So Ollie Clark will find himself in arguably the sin bin for 20 seconds. So 6 on 5 chance here. Waitakere will be looking to try and capitalise. And they just a little breakdown in communication. You sort of sense that is better though. That is great play. Used the flanks and then beautifully just came back into the middle of the pool. Craig Hustler there read the situation. And suddenly it is 1 goal each between Mountfort in the black, Waitakere in the blue and white. Myers. What does he see? What's he picked up? Pick up the foul. Immediately through Alex Myers again. Myers looks to go across the pool. Switches sides. Lucas Hanna. Number 8, Michael Scott all over him. Just monstered him. Not afraid to be a little bit physical early on.
Another offensive.
So that'll frustrate the coaching staff. So Stankovic. Hustler. Nicely back again to Hamish Bonner with the shot.
Good counter-attack here.
Great
Good opportunity.
counter-attack.
Lyle Hill needs to attack again. Nice work. Campbell Holbert gets the inside, draws the exclusion.
Well, Holbert. Now real opportunity. They've got the numbers if they can just use it quickly. And the shot comes. Great defensive block though. That is brilliant from Waitakere. Holbert. Somewhat of a wayward pass. Lyle Hill regathers. Chance and opportunity comes once again. Brilliant, brilliant fake. Great shot. Wonderful velocity. Alex Myers.
Yeah, great shot by Alex Myers.
2 goals to 1. Myers will be rolling subs, will be substituted. And so Hamish Bonner.
Justin Hemera excluded. Good play by Nick Stankovic.
Oh, great piece of goaltendering again. And that time, though, just simply too much pressure. That extra man. And Mountfort really off the back of a very good save from Ronan Gogati Watson. Just couldn't quite hang on to it. And it was just a simple case of numbers. Good game beginning to develop, though. 2 goals each. Mountfort Park this is their 6th game, so they've probably got a little bit more historical data in terms of making those little adjustments from game to game. Waitakere just in their 2nd game.
Another exclusion, very heavy on the outside.
Going to say, getting very physical, isn't it, in the middle? Got to be careful that they just don't let the emotions get on top of them. Go back into the middle of the pool. Oh, good shot off the crossbar, though. Just demonstrating the power And that ability to shoot from out wide.
James Myers does have a big shot.
Luke Watkinson now for Waitakere. Craig Hustler. Good defence though coming. Great defence here from Mountfort Park, really starting to put some pressure on. And they get the turnover. And now immediately onto attack down the right-hand side of the pool. Brilliantly done. Wonderful play. Well, for a team who are in the league for the first time, they look like they're the defending champions. That is majestic. Happy man, Luke Manthay, their coach.
Quality pass by Campbell Holbert. Across the goal to Teague DeJager.
Well, it's one thing, isn't it, Kurt Goldsworthy, doing it in training. Another thing, doing it in the game. They made it look easy.
Certainly did.
So Hustler finds Stankovic. But again, this sort of man-on-man marking, just pressing up.
Working hard at centre forward, centre back. Good steal, Campbell Holbert. And exclusion.
And an exclusion there, so number 8 for Waitakere. Michael Scott picking up the exclusion. 6 on 5. Chance here to try and extend that lead to 4-2. And they do it.
Good finish,
well,
Campbell
they've got
Holbert.
momentum, haven't they?
Yeah, got a little bit of confidence. Scoring on their man-ups, in particular, both teams.
So Waitakere, I wonder at what point they just look to try and slow things down. You've got to say though, Mountfort Park, very physical defensively. That is again another very good turnover from Mountfort Park. And immediately down this right-hand side where they've been so beneficial, back into the middle. Boy, just feeding beautifully into the middle of the pool.
They're working hard, the young boys.
This is good again. Has the shot. Good save. Good save from Matt Lander.
Counter-attack opportunity here.
Now they go long down the pool. Almost a one-on-one opportunity.
Power of Sean Newcomb. Not a lot to shoot at there.
Well, he just wound up, didn't he? Catapult-like. 4-3. A close, intriguing encounter. You are watching round 3 of the New Zealand Water Polo League. Mountfort Park out of Manurewa in Auckland up against the Waitakere Blue Devils. And it is Mountfort Park through Luke Hill. Get play back underway. Good defence though coming from Waitakere. So Justin Hamara, a little bit of work to be done. Turnover comes, opportunity to turn defence into offence. Great play here coming from Nick Stankovic. Stankovic, what can he do? Can he find a player? Picks up the foul. And Justin Hamara really had no choice. Had to look to just try and slow that momentum down.
Good steal, Teague DeJager.
Great turnover. What a game.
And a penalty.
So, chance now for Mountfort Park to extend this to 5 goals to 3. Waitakere really didn't have a choice then. Almost a professional foul from Luke Watkinson. (5-3). Kurt, having a look at both teams, let's start with Waitakere. The type of, what are you seeing from them in terms of what they're trying to do offensively?
Well, I actually think they're struggling to build any real offence. They're probably stronger at centre forward, but not getting the ball to the centre forward. They were unlucky not to get a penalty before, but the ball was not in the perfect place for the referee to justify that. And I think some of their older players, Nick Stankovic, Sean Newcomb, need to lift their team.
So Watkinson, go across to Stankovic. This time Watkinson again. He might look to try and shoot long. They talked about the shooters out wide. We haven't really seen that so far. And in that moment of indecision and that great press defence that we are seeing from Mountfort Park, another turnover. So Waitakere in somewhat difficulty at the moment. At what point do they call a timeout and maybe look for just a little bit of a slowdown in momentum?
They're going to go for a counter here for sure. Sean Newcomb.
They do go long through Newcomb. Chance here, surely. Great piece of play. That time Waitakere execute through Sean Newcomb.
Capitalising on the offensive foul. Pretty quick to the ball. Getting the ball down the pool nice and fast.
So 5-4. Just under 40 seconds remain in this first period. 4 periods of 8 minutes. Oh, good defence coming through from Waitakere this time. That's better.
James Myers.
And from nowhere, Myers sees just the slightest door open and he takes his opportunity. And it is Mountfort Park who adopt the style that Waitakere probably are more well known for, and that is from shooting a little further out. And now Craig Hustler. The defence though, just up in the face of Waitakere. They're trying to play a physical game. Here is the chance, here is the opportunity. Penalty called, is it?
No, exclusion.
Exclusion though. Chance now, 6-on-5, need to score from here. The
Oh,
turnover
they've lost the
comes though, they've lost the ball. So they just needed to maybe slow it down. We talk about pressure and inexperienced teams won't cope with it. The long shot, and that is the end of the first period. Well, an intriguing game in round 3 of this New Zealand Water Polo League. Mountfort Park of Manuriwa with the narrowest of leads over Waitakere, 6-4. Well, this game probably exceeding a lot of people's expectations in terms of closeness at the moment.
Yeah, lots of goals. It's great. 10 goals in a game, in a quarter. Outstanding. The conversion rate on extra man, pretty high. Waitakere will be a little bit disappointed, especially off the last one.
Mountfort Park, very physical in defence, and I just wonder whether Waitakere were expecting that or not. They just seem to be somewhat panicked.
Yeah,
How do you negate it?
Oh, look, James Myers is a big boy. Pretty much you want to isolate a different athlete. So isolate somebody that's slightly smaller, slightly shorter, slightly, not as big and not as aggressive. Take that person in and work on them for the exclusion. We saw Nick Stankovic do it to Justin Hemera. So that's where I'd be going. Mountfort Park will be very happy with that start.
Boy, plenty of animation too. Davor Karavic, the coach of the Waitakere Blue Devils. So we see Sean Newcomb get back into the pool. So Mountfort, I can't imagine much was said. They'd be pretty happy with the way they've played, certainly defensively. If you have just joined us, we're live from the National Aquatic Centre on Auckland's North Shore. Round 3 action of the New Zealand Water Polo League between the Waitakere Blue Devils and the white and blue caps versus Mountfort Park playing in the black with the white numbers. We are back underway in the second period of 8 minutes alongside me, Kurt Goldsworthy, bringing you all the expert analysis. And immediately we see Waitakere to be maintaining better shape on this attack, but once again that press defence coming from Mountfort Park. Really just no options at the moment. 30-second shot clock starting to run down. This is better. Chance. They go out wide off the upright though. Talked about the shooters out wide. That was probably the first opportunity we've really seen all day from Waitakere. Flynn Yateman-Biggs wearing the number 8 for Mountfort Park. Gets play back underway. And look to try and go down the middle of the pool.
Turnover
Yeah.
at centre forward.
Good play coming from Nick Stankovic. Talked about his experience. And these experienced players need to start taking control.
Sean Newcomb at centre forward. James Myers excluded.
It's okay, so now 6-on-5 here for Waitakere. So Myers excluded, wearing the number 10. So he will exit the pool. 20-second period, they come across. This is better play from Waitakere, but they need to capitalise here. Use their shooters, go to their strengths. They do have the big men out wide, but still no way through. Great goal. That is better. That is very good play indeed, coming from Nick Stankovic.
Yeah, nice shot there. Reasonably patient on the 6-5.
6-5 is the score. Teague de Jager gets us back underway. Mountfort Park with the ball. The attacking team playing from right to left. Good defence coming from Waitakere, certainly putting the pressure on, testing this inexperienced lineup out of Mountfort Park.
Yeah, nice strong defence.
How do you go when we get in your face? How do you handle the pressure? The man-on-man marking. Let's make it a little bit more physical if we need to. They go across the pool and we just start to see an example there of that pressure. Turnover. Marist will win that little psychological battle. Now they go long, trying to turn. Nothing into something.
Good steal.
But a great steal. So number 12, Brody Lang, in fact, number 12, Campbell, hold it.
He's in a front water situation too. Oh, poor pass. Good pass there, could have been rewarded. And they're short. Counter-attack opportunity.
This is better. That is much better. Good timing. Great interplay. And Sean Newcomb, he read it beautifully.
Strong counter-attack.
And suddenly we are tied up at 6 goals each. And a slightly different demeanour now on Luke Manthe, the coach of Mountfort Park. Waitakere, you just feel Kurt have just taken a little bit of time to settle.
Yes, they
Been
have.
somewhat rattled by this defence of Mountfort Park, maybe underestimated a little bit. But good defence now coming from Marist. They're not afraid to give possession away. And that is an exclusion, just a little bit too physical.
Really, the ball should have gone down to Lyle Hill.
Better. Oh, that's good play, but just comes slightly short. Great piece of goalkeeping from Matt Lander. Just got a hand on it. Took a bit of the pace off the ball.
Yeah, I think Lyle Hill would have liked a little bit more on that.
Stankovic knows he's in a fight at the moment.
Lucas Hanna at centre back. Playing with 2 sets. And a big opportunity here for Sean Newcomb. Ball under. Offensive.
So just explain that terminology, ball under.
So if the ball goes under while you're being attacked attacked by a defender,
it's turnover.
It's a turnover.
So basically the defender's all over you.
Oh, interesting there.
Okay, so Matt Lander quickly tries to get play
Another
underway, and they
counter-attack.
look to go long with a long counter-attack now. This is good. Coming from Waitakere. Great piece of tending, though, from Ronan Gagadi Watson in goal. Just managed to get a hand on it, pushed it over the top. Game now starting to be played with real pace at both ends from both teams. Looking to try and speed it up, Waitakere. Maybe they believe they've got the fitness measure.
Another exclusion.
And this time 6 on 5. So Mountford, can they capitalise? Can they utilise? Do they look for the long shot? Good defence coming, no real opportunities. They go back into the middle of the pool. Back out to the left side. Across, chance comes. Shot there. Good defence once again from Waitakere. Matt Lander on the near post. Shutting any opportunity, closing the gate.
He had good support from his defenders in front of him. Channeling the ball to him as much as they could.
That'll be frustrating for Mountford Park.
Yeah, 2 6-5s in a row, 2-man ups.
And haven't been able to capitalise. Tied up at 6 goals each. In a compelling, intriguing contest. And another turnover. So Mountford Park winning the battle defensively, but they're not capitalising on opportunities at the other end of the pool. And I think it's more because Waitakere is starting to defensively settle a little bit more.
Yeah, they're playing a lot more aggressive, Waitakere. Another counter.
Oh, good chance here. You'd have to. Must be. Brilliant. Waitakere. And how much of Mountfort Park ruined those 6-5 opportunities that they've failed to capitalise on, because it is Waitakere 7-6 now. What a game.
Great pass by Matt Lander. From one end, goalkeeper. Down the middle of the pool.
Changes made. 7-6. Waitakere in the white and blue. Mountfort Park out of Manurewa in Auckland. First year in the National League in the Black Caps. James Myers wearing 10. Justin Himara 5. Number 2 is Lyle Hill. Number 12 across the far side of the pool, Campbell Holbert.
It's just a stoppage because we're missing a cap.
And so, Mountfort Park. Through Luke Hill. Justin Himara looks to try and switch it. Better defence coming from Waitakere. They look a lot more settled. Great shot.
Good shot.
From Justin Himara. Unfortunately.
Campbell Holbert. Again. Another missed 6-5.
Wow. So 3 metres long, 90 centimetres high are the goals. It's a reasonably sized surface area, but Mountfort Park somewhat struggling to find the back of the net at the moment. And Waitakere hanging on there, the long shot.
Yeah, good shot by Sean Newcomb. Unlucky. Nice work by Campbell Holbert.
And again, they look to try and go long. They've got the one-on-one. They must score, surely.
And stuff that in underneath the goalie's arm.
That is outstanding. They went long, and you have to say Campbell Holbert very much had a read on that play. Great long pass too from Ronan Gogati Watson in goal, as both teams continue to ring the changes.
Ooh.
So just an ordinary foul. So Waitakere retain possession through Nick Stankovic. Justin Himara deciding to get physical defensively as well.
Offensive foul. Nick Stankovic didn't play the ball correctly.
So that's just possibly fatigue kicking in, or pressure. One of the younger players out there on the right-hand side, Flynn Yateman-Biggs. Back to Lyle Hill. Hill looking for help. Call comes. Now they go long. Shot was probably never on, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. Matt Lander comfortable in goal for Waitakere. Waitakere supporters coming. Look to switch.
Ball out of the pool.
So just a wayward pass. Mountfort Park looking. Pressure comes though. Good Luke Watkinson in defence. Wearing the number 10 for Waitakere. Shutting down that attacking option out wide. Good defence again coming from Waitakere. Pressing defence, but that opens it up. The shot, well, cheeky, opportunistic. Didn't deliver though.
Yeah, good defence by Waitakere. They've just called a timeout. Forcing the shot from James Myers from 9-10 metres. Very good defence.
What will be the reason for the timeout? How strategic?
Oh, I think Devore just want to keep building on what he's doing. Certainly the Waitakere team are playing a much better game now. In control of the offence, quite patient. Probably a little disappointed with the lack of dominance at centre forward.
For Mountfort Park.
Both teams are struggling at centre forward. James Myers is doing a reasonably good job on Sean Newcomb when he comes in. And with Teague DeJager missing his hat, Mountfort are struggling at centre forward as well.
So 56 seconds remaining in this first half. You are watching round 3 of the New Zealand Water Polo League from the National Aquatic Centre on Auckland's North Shore. An intriguing contest between Mountford Park men's team in their first season in the National League against the Waitakere Blue Devils. The Blue Devils in the white and the blue have struggled just to settle, but seem a lot more composed now. Mountford Park being very physical in defence, have got up flat, got up and pressed. And we see another great example of it this time. Misreads the pass. So offensive turnaround here. Chance just before the half for Mountford Park men's to take an 8-7 lead.
Oh, could go the other way.
But a turnover. Looking to slow it down now, Waitakere. Not panicking through Sean Newcomb. Newcomb back to Lander. Lander now looks to go long. And the shot comes. With just 12 seconds remaining. Running Gagadi Watson. Does he look to try and go long or just run the clock down?
He'll probably have a shot himself.
And comfortably sorted out by Matt Lander at the other end of the pool. So as we head into half-time in this round 3 New Zealand Water Polo National League game, it is Mountford Park of Manurewa and Waitakere Blue Devils tied up at 7 goals each in an intriguing contest. You would have to say, Kurt, heading into this game, looking at maybe the history of the two clubs, Mountford Park, do they take the narrowest of psychological victories in that first half?
I think so. There seems to be a bit of a momentum shift, I think. Looks like to me the Waitakere are starting to get themselves more into the game. Mountford Park, 7-all at half-time against, one of the top teams in the country. They'll be pretty happy with where they're at. Again, we're back to they need to convert those 6-5s for them to win games.
Davor Karovic, their coach, he not happy, or is he just a gentleman that's always animated when
he is
winning or losing?
Always animated, always extremely enthusiastic. Clearly he's not as frustrated as he was at the end of the first quarter. So he's a little bit happier with the way the athletes have performed in that second quarter.
And we'll go into the other camp and Luke Manthe. As they swap ends, he looks a little bit more composed. I think he senses possibly the upset is on here.
Absolutely.
I think he feels like they're in a real chance. It's going to come down to concentration though, isn't it? I mean, concentration, and we can probably track that back to fitness, depth of squad here.
Yep, and experience. If in a tight game, it'd be hard to go past Waitakere winning this.
Well, we talked to Luke about that, the experience factor, and he said, look, we do have some experienced players here we're going to need to call on. But it's amazing how time can speed up when you're under pressure if you don't have experience. And you start to just panic that little bit, but hope you are enjoying live coverage. So Lyle Hill there, number 2. As we just have a look at the Waitakere bench, Luke Watkinson. Number 12 there is Brody Lang, 13, Mark Watkinson. So they have rung the changes, Kurt. Are you surprised by that?
No, not at all. Not at all. As you've said before, this is a tough game, and you want to be fresh towards the end as well. Good
play immediately now from Mountford Park. They get the ball. They have the momentum, pushing forward. Looking to go up through the middle is Teague DeJager. Cannot find the pass, though. What do they call it?
Exclusion?
It's called an exclusion, 6-on-5. This will be one thing they did talk about at halftime, capitalising on these chances. They look to try and go wide, but Waitakere defensively brilliant once again.
Good field block.
How frustrating is that for Luke Manthe, the coach? You mentioned outstanding defence, though, from Waitakere. Sean Newcomb now will try and come down the other end of the pool and try and get...
Nice steal, Campbell Holbert.
Matt Lander.
There's an advantage here for Mountfort Park, whether they use it or not.
Well, they need to use it, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
We talk about elite level sport coming down to less than 0.1% of performance.
Oh, nice
so
move, Campbell Holbert.
And surely must score. Brilliant. Brilliant from Holbert. And finds Camp. So Holbert.
Great spin move on the inside post. And then an excellent choice of shot, sliding it underneath the goalkeeper on the near side.
Huge amount of effort required to do that, though. Just the balance these athletes have, the ability to not allowed to touch the bottom of the pool, of course. Now Waitakere. It's niggly. That's probably the best way of describing it at the moment. Mountfort Park just not allowing Waitakere to play. They're aware that their strengths lay out wide. Big shooters. They shut that down at the moment.
Nick Stankovic.
Yeah, you can get an idea just how physical it is too.
Stankovic will light this up. Over the top. Teague DeJager taking it inside 2 metres.
Yeah, looking to... Oh, he's a good player, isn't he? Diego.
Oh, good pass.
Is absolutely good water polo all round, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, Sean Newcomb not knowing where Lyle Hill had gone.
Now that's
nice play.
Yeah, wonderful play from Waitakere, but just at the last moment, execution not quite there. You do wonder whether that shot was on. The clock was counting down, mind you. And Mountfort Park survive. In fact, both teams at opposite ends have found a way to survive defensively.
Teague DeJager working hard on the inside. Lost sight of the ball. Offensive. Good opportunity here. If they can get a quick one too.
Looking. Have to be forced to go wide though. Waitakere to get back quickly. Chance comes. It's good play. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That is a great piece of play. Individual brilliance there from Ollie Clark. Well, how good was that?
It was exceptionally good backhand. Tough getting the ball as a right-hander from the left side.
He was happy with that too. He knew that was just one of those sort of mercurial moments of magic. What a contest. What a game. 8-7. Referees just looking to get the players just to separate. A little bit more room. Waitakere now. Just never really got into this contest at the moment. He's just lacking that fluidity, and that is because of this just man-on-man press defence. Just getting up in the face, just forcing them onto the back foot, if we can use that terminology. Oh, that's good play. That's good from Waitakere.
Yep.
Hamish Bonner using all of his experience, trying to take control. So Bonner with the shot off the uprights. Waitakere.
Falls well.
Are lucky.
Oh.
And how they miss from there. Well, nothing is going their way at the moment. Ronan Gogati Watson coming out, shutting down the angle in goal. And now Campbell Holbert switches play, goes across to the left side. The shot comes. There was only centimetres in it. And when luck goes your way, momentum goes your way. What a momentum shift.
Fraser McCormish with a great shot.
Great play coming from Mountfort Park through Fraser McCormish.
That was a big swing. Big miss at one end. Converted by the opposition at the other end.
Well, Luke Hill brings the ball forward. Very physical. This time the shot, and that's almost a shot of desperation. It's almost a case of the offence waving the white flag saying, Mountfort Park, you've shut us down. We can see no way through your wall at the moment. And yet at the other end.
Yeah, they're pretty frustrated, all right. Another good move by
Just got to
Teague.
be a little bit of niggle here. Another exclusion coming, is
Oh!
it? That is good. That is another little moment of individual brilliance once again. And Teague de Jager showing his class, wearing the number 4. Now, when do Waitakere call a timeout?
Again, break the momentum. 3 goals in a row.
11-7. Look at the frustration on Davokarovic. Well, Mountfort, they've done their homework. I think they've addressed, they're very aware of what their strengths and weaknesses are here, Kirk Goldsworthy. They've said, look, this is how we need to play this season. This is how we need to do it. This is the things we can control. There are certain things we can't control. We can't control experience. We maybe can't control maybe the physicality of some of our players. But what we can do is control strategy.
Absolutely. And clearly some of the power players are empowered to go one-on-one. Teague de Jager's done it down here. Campbell Holbert's done it. They're working one-on-ones, and from that they're generating opportunities and possibly even exclusions.
What does Davokarovic, the manager of the Waitakere Blue Devils, what's he asking of his team?
Well, Sean Newcomb's going to have to step up. Some of these other athletes, Hamish Bonner came down, as you said before. He took an outside shot that he didn't need to take. They need to be more patient. And
do they speed it up? Can they speed it up?
Certainly can. On the counter, certainly can, and that will go a long way as well.
Look at the intensity. They trail by 4 Waitakere. They need to score. They need to somehow shift momentum, change momentum. Look at the defence, though, from Mountfort Park.
Sean Newcomb working pretty hard at centre forward.
Fraser McComish coming up, though. This is better. They look to try and go wide, draw some players out. The chance here, surely, off the head of Matt Lander.
Great block, Ronan Gogadi Watson. Great block.
My apologies, Ronan Gogadi. I'm getting my 2 goaltenders confused.
Ooh, no call there by the referee.
Well, that'll increase the frustration for Waitakere.
And yet Campbell Holbert, front water.
And here the ones with the experience. Chance coming.
Oh, Lucas Hanna puts the ball away.
Well, Mountfort Park now extend that lead to 6 goals. And it's coming from throughout this entire team. They're not just relying on 1 or 2 players to do their goal scoring for them.
Yeah, nice outside shot.
Karovic continues to make the changes, trying to find a way through this Mountfort Park defence. They've just parked this bus in front of goal and have been physical. They've just put pressure on the more experienced Waitakere team.
Good work, Justin Hemmerer, not to get excluded.
Doesn't get the referee's call out. This time better long shot. Is that another sign of desperation? The element of surprise.
Another attack to Waitakere. Really struggling to generate any real offense. Sean Newcomb probably going to light this up. And Ronan Gogadi Watson up to the challenge.
Well, simply magnificent, hasn't he? Gogadi Watson.
He played for Waitakere last year.
Now they go long. Chance here.
Oh, good counter opportunity. Good finish.
Wow, what a display from Mountfort Park. What a performance. Now, their very first game, they lost to Marist 17-10. They lost to the Hutt Heat 35-6. Lost to North Harbour 22-1. But certainly, they have taken the lessons. They have studied the video and they've made the adjustments and changes. It's a very different team today.
Yeah, very good performance. so far.
Time running out for Waitakere. We've got just the 2 minutes left in this third period. And they just can't get any momentum at the moment.
Exclusion, that's going to help.
So number 8 for Mountfort Park is Flynn Yateman Biggs, who's excluded.
Nick Stankovic will want to shoot this? No.
Now they'll look to go. They've got to. It's almost his indecision. It's almost like they just don't quite have that confidence at the moment. That's better.
Send it wide. Craig Hustler pushing the ball wide.
So for all their good work, 6 on 5, they can't capitalise. And that lead still remains a 6-goal margin. Just see the absolute intensity now on the faces of the Mountfort Park team. They sense that the upset is on.
Exclusion there. The reason being is that he hadn't played the ball. Referee still had Mountfort Park in possession. Sean Newcomb believed that he had played the ball, so he took it away.
So 14-7 now is the lead.
Sean Newcomb's majored out.
So that is not good news for Waitakere Blue Devils fans with Newcomb.
Not at all. One of their most experienced players.
And that they've almost been suckered into this by Mountfort Park. The Mountfort Park have said, oh, we're going to get you to play a certain way, and they've fallen into the trap. We talked about this earlier, didn't we, Kurt, in terms of how you approach a game. You've still got to play your way.
Yes.
Not.
And you must play against the team that's presented to you, and Mountfort Park have come out and they've stayed physical.
Just go back to the basics. Go back to what you do and do well.
Devor Karavic getting a warning from the referee. A yellow card, in fact.
So timeout called, is it?
No, it's a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation, okay. So 30 seconds to shoot. Just similar to basketball. 24-second shot clock, of course, in basketball. Makes it incredibly tough aerobically.
Good patience by Mountfort Park, making
Well,
sure that they're not going to give Nick Stankovic an easy one-on-one.
They can actually almost run the clock down if they want to. So 18 seconds remain. Chance here, they do to try and go. This is a good pass. Chance here for Waitakere. Through Brody Lang.
Oh, there we go.
And that is better. So a nice way to end this third period. Good goal coming from Hamish Bonner.
Yeah, nice shot. Hamish Bonner, formerly played for Mountfort Park. Six seconds.
So Matt Lander just be aware of the long shot.
Good effort.
Great effort. And so there we go as we head into the fourth and final period. It is Mountfort Park leading Waitakere 14 points to 8. And what has been an intriguing contest. Mountfort Park brilliant in defence, and in doing so frustrating the fluidity and arguably living rent-free inside the heads of this more experienced Waitakere team.
Mountfort Park, outstanding quarter. 7 goals, I think. Very strong. They'll be very happy with where they're at. 8 minutes is a long time.
Got to be careful though, don't they, that they get in here and it's easy to shut up shop. As we said, you can park the bus now.
Yep.
Let's just play for time. Let's try and, take our 30 seconds, slow things down. Just continue doing what they're doing. It's been working.
I think so too. I think come down, get your Campbell Holberts and your Teague de Jagers to go one-on-one on the flaps.
And I'd imagine Waitakere here would be wanting to try and get a little bit of momentum, score a quick 3 goals and see if suddenly that then can just put a little bit of panic in the lesser experienced players that mount up for Mountfort Park.
Absolutely. And as you said at the start of the last quarter, Waitakere actually need to lift the pace of the game. They need to put the foot down, show that they've got more enthusiasm and they're very eager to score. And at the moment, They're pretty laboured coming down the pool, and they're not generating enough from the 6-6. So there does need to be a change.
Small but very passionate crowd here at the National Aquatic Centre watching this round 3 National Water Polo League game. I hope you are enjoying the coverage as we run through those players there. Number 9, Hamish Bonner. And how big is this 8 minutes for Waitakere? Admittedly early in the season for them. They've just played. It's just their second game. Mountfort Park, this will be their 6th. So Diego.
Good entry pass.
That is just great
Nice
play
block.
again. Good goalkeeping though from Lander. I think he just got a hand on that and just pushed it slightly wide. Now Waitakere will need to come the 25 metres up to the other end of the pool.
But it is slow.
Again, this is just this very good defence once again.
Nice move, Nick Stankovic.
Necessarily getting the calls from the referees. This time the call does come. Not an exclusion, however, still be 6 on 6.
Nice
That's
goal.
better play. That is better play. Well, they talked about getting that momentum early in the 4th period. And that's exactly what Dvorkarovic would have been hoping for. But they're going to need to hit them again and again. And then maybe experience might be the difference.
Yeah, nice pass from Nick Stankovic to Craig Hustler. Good finish.
Myers. Holbert, number 12. Gets the foul, retains possession. Down the right-hand side.
Teague DeJager working hard at centre forward.
Brody Lang,
Good pass.
not afraid to be physical. That's a good pass. And they come straight back. Mountfort Park hit back.
Teague DeJager worked very hard at centre forward. Campbell Holbert actually got a lead on a drive, pulled out. And Justin Hemmerin gave a nice quality pass for Teague to finish the job.
Almost starting to run out of ideas. Waitakere just never really looked comfortable with the ball. It's almost 2-on-1 type defence. And when a team is defending well, it feels like there are more than
Oh,
7.
nice shot, Nick Stankovic.
Well, we talked, didn't we? Well, we heard earlier the strengths of Waitakere were their shooters from long out, from out wide, and we haven't seen a lot of it. And now perhaps revert back to type. Do what you do best. Do what your reputation says. Call upon your experience. Go to your weapons. For too long, they've been drawn into this very niggly game from Mountfort Park. So 15-10, just the 5 goals in it. Still 6.5 minutes, plenty of time to play though. But Mountfort Park will retain possession. This time better pressure coming from Waitakere.
Oh, good entry pass. No call.
So good turnover here, but still a good race for the ball going on. Well, play to the whistle, and you've got to just sense for some reason Campbell Holbert, who's an experienced player, just gave up on the chase. I think he thought that, in fact, it was Brody Lang who just gave up on the chase. I thought he thought Matt Lander had control of the ball, and he didn't.
Yeah, Teague DeJager came through, took the ball. Goalkeeper gets excluded for a minor foul.
16-10.
Last line of defence.
So time now starting to be of a concern for Waitakere. You just see Luke Manthe over there, the coach.
Exclusion. Good opportunity here for Waitakere. They need this.
So Kurt Goldsworthy bringing you all the expert analysis. Go back across.
Oh, Nick Stankovic with a look away.
Well, Stankovic, cometh the hour, cometh the man. It's an old cliche. But go to your team leaders, go to your experience, go to the guys that have done you the job in the past, that have established your club's reputation. And now it's down to 5. Defensively, though, they need to force the turnover. They need to shut down Mountfort Park, who have looked the better. This is good play. Better. More physical from Waitakere.
Push off. Offensive foul.
So there you go, the turnover we talked about.
Craig Hustler working hard for exclusion here. Didn't get the call, but
so Matt Lander
still
now
a man
goes.
Up.
Good chance here for Hamish Bonner, one of the experienced players. And it is a great goal from Waitakere. It is game on. The gap is closing. Craig Hustler, the big man wearing the number 11.
Craig worked really hard there. Started at centre back. Created the offensive foul from Teague De Jager. Then worked him down the pool. Took the ball late and finished the job.
Teague De Jager, number 4. He's been busy.
Timeout call. A good timeout.
Man Mountain, offensively and defensively. Well, this is a great timeout. Great strategic timeout here from Luke Manthe. He felt that they maybe just for that moment had lost a bit of momentum. Let's try and shut it down. Just the 4 goals in it now. He's talking about that, isn't he?
He is indeed.
Concentration, guys. This is what we want. Just do what you're doing. Maintain your shape. Be physical. Press and defence. It's Karavich suggesting there. Loading up, maybe down that left-hand side.
They must attack Waitakere.
Well, it can change very quickly, can't it?
Yeah, 1 goal here. Either way is going to be very big. Very big.
Mountfort Park can score here. They can almost then. They'll have time on their side, possibly.
Playing a split defence here to set themselves up for a counter or Waitakere.
This is good. So that clock beginning to run down. Turnover opportunity coming. Mountfort Park retain possession.
Oh, steal by Nick Stankovic.
Stankovic. We talked about the big players in this team. We talked about the stars, the moments. Is this one of them?
Penalty.
It will be a penalty, so you'd have to suggest 16-13. Stankovic, a couple of big plays in the last 2 to 3 minutes to really shift momentum back to Waitakere. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. This is developing into a classic. It's been, at times, a niggly game. But for the purist, it's been magnificent. And now 16-13, 5 minutes remain.
Big shift for Waitakere.
Mountfort Park need to now go to their experience. They need to look to just slow it down. Keep their composure.
Another split defence.
This is better. Again, though.
Oh, there we go. James Myers.
Well, Myers, it's great vision from Myers. And now 4-goal lead, 17-13.
He gets a lot of power for a man that does not get out of the water very high.
With that ability just to change it up from what you have been doing offensively.
Good pass.
Great
nice
pass.
Goal.
That is outstanding from Waitakere. That is water polo at its very best. Great understanding, not mucking around, deciding to play with a little bit more urgency.
Yeah, nice drive by Craig Hustler. Good pass from Hamish Bonner.
Okay, turns.
Oh, here we go. Exclusion.
Exclusion. Penalty though.
No, just
the
exclusion.
exclusion. So 6 on 5. They were guilty of not capitalising on these moments, but this time they did beautifully, didn't they, in terms of working Matt Lander over. Brought him to the near post. And then suddenly just switch play. Lander, well, he didn't really have enough time to get across that 3 metres and shut down what was then the near post for him. Then the door was opened. The Mountfort Park men's walked straight through it. Suddenly 18-14.
Good shot by Alex Myers.
So
It's a very good battle, this game.
It's a great battle.
Going to Stankovic.
Stankovic.
Oh, nice move.
Oh, he's a wonderful player, isn't he, Stankovic? And under so much pressure too. Surely an exclusion.
Alex Myers excluded.
Oh, well, trying
Big
to
opportunity
trying
here.
to double team him. Big opportunity. Need to capitalise on the 6-5. Do they? No! Over the top. Over the top. And Mountfort Park survive. They lead by 4. 3.5 minutes remain. Round 3 of the New Zealand Water Polo National League. A local derby between Mountfort Park of Manurewa and the Waitakere Blue Devils. Mountfort Park.
Oh, nice
That
pass.
is great play. Surely, oh, wonderful save. Wonderful save coming from Lander. But Lander now under pressure.
There's a counter-attack opportunity.
Counter-attack opportunity. Waitakere, though, being forced back through scrambling defence once again from Mountfort Park.
Good defence. Good steal there.
Well, they talk in the big occasions, defence, you'll win your games. This is a metaphor for that as we see Lucas Hanna. Hanna.
Nice patience. Oh, and exclusion. Nice patience. Lucas Hanna, very young, still at Sacred Heart College.
So Hanna finds Myers. Myers goes wide, back to Myers. Does he look to go long? Probably happy at this point to run the shot clock down. Good save once again from Lander. Waitakere, though, desperate. They need to go long. And this is a good little breakout, is it? They find Stankovic. Defence scrambles back, though.
Stankovic working.
Working.
Oh, great pass.
That is brilliant. Great comeback from Waitakere. Game still on. 18-15.
Nick Stankovic leading his team beautifully.
2 minutes to go. What a contest.
Yeah, big miss at the other end on the man-up opportunity. And Stankovic happy to go one-on-one with anybody.
So Brody Lang there, number 12 for Waitakere.
All pretty heavy on the outside. Big DeJager working hard. Can't gain any position.
So Nick Stankovic,
He'll go.
offensively and defensively brilliant.
He'll go to offense. Campbell Holbert playing with the ball. Ooh. And a shot clock violation, but no counter-attack.
So 1:30 remains. 3 goals separate these two crosstown rivals.
Double teaming back to Nick Stankovic.
Stankovic
Craig Hustler will shoot this.
asking. Players coming. Over the top, though. Just wonder whether fatigue's starting to set in for both teams now with just over a minute left to play.
Exclusion on the goalkeeper. He never played the ball correctly,
So
and then he threw it away.
Waitakere desperate now. They've got to score, and they've got to score quickly. They can't be too patient in the build-up. It is all or nothing. Time is not on their side. Less than a minute to play. They'll be aware of it. The shot, though, does it come? A poor pass. Picked up by Mountfort Park. And Mountfort Park, you sense now,
They've done well,
might just have this one in the bag.
and they're even now.
There's Ronan Gogadi Watson, comes back into goal. They'll look to shoot. They need to go long. Off the upright.
Stankovic sends it.
They simply now can just afford to run the clock down. Slow it down.
Yeah, and they've got... Oh, penalty there.
Well, Mountfort Park in their first season in the National League look like they will come up victors against Waitakere. 18-15 you'd expect will go to 19-15.
They'll be very happy, Mountfort
And
Park.
with just 34 seconds remain. Waitakere, well, for them, they've just been shut out defensively, almost outthought.
Oh, nice shot. Nick
Stankovic. They'll retain possession. Waitakere, the Blue Devils, though, it won't be their day. Watkinson finds
Stankovic again. Nice move. Didn't play the ball correctly.
and just the 8 seconds remain. And it is all over. And it will be Mountfort Park men's who will win this intriguing battle against the Waitakere Blue Devils, 19-15. In a bruising encounter at times, but a defence that never really allowed Waitakere to get into any rhythm at any point in this game.
Yeah, I thought a great effort by Mountfort Park. First victory in the National League. They'll be stoked with that. Very happy. As you said, Waitakere need somebody big and strong at centre forward. They're struggling there. And Mountfort Park were able to bring a nice, solid defensive pattern.
How about now? Can you hear this?
And shut it down.
All better now.
Well, we will go poolside very shortly and catch up. We'll talk to both camps.
I've got audio levels on my camera.
Hope you are enjoying our coverage of the National Water Polo League.
Nothing.
Very high scoring game. 19-15.
Yeah.
Plenty of goals.
That's me.
Just want to acknowledge Sky Next, Delphina Sport, 2 times you.
Well, we'll just go for it.
Hope you've enjoyed the live water polo coverage this afternoon.
That's better. So, cut between you.
Next week, we will bring you live
Well, maybe I'll just
women's
say,
water
and
polo.
we'll soon hear from blah. Yeah.
We will bring you live coverage next Sunday of Atlanta City Tridents taking on the Canterbury women's water polo team, and then following that game, the
It
North
might only be
Harbour
one. Just guess the
Hammerheads
winner
taking
now.
on the
We're already
Montfort
doing one.
Park women's team.
Hey,
So
what's her
plenty
name?
of live netball
Alex?
for you.
I'm Hannah.
And let's now go poolside and catch up with Hannah and get reaction within both camps.
Alex, congratulations. A really awesome, pretty close game there, but happy to get a win.
Yeah, no, it was really good. First win of the season, so really happy with that, and good to get it under our belts.
Yeah, absolutely. First win of the season and first time for Mountford Park to be in a league.
Yeah, so it is pretty exciting to get a crack at it and show we can put it with some of the biggest teams. It's really good.
Yeah, and a pretty good crowd out there watching you, and as well as obviously now we're live streaming some of the league on Sky Sport Next, so it must be pretty cool for family friends to be able to watch you.
Yeah. I mean, my sister's over in Melbourne, so she's pretty happy to be able to see some of the games, and I'm sure all the rest of the boys are happy with their family who can't make it, so that's good.
Awesome. Oh, congratulations to you and to Mountford Park with their win today. And that concludes our games today for the Men's Water Polo National League. We will be back next week with 2 games from the Women's League. See you then.
Yeah, thank you to Hannah, and again on behalf of myself and Kurt Goldsworthy, it has been a privilege and a pleasure bringing you all of the live water polo this afternoon. As I said, next week we move on to the Women's League. Stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed the coverage.